I bet you're wondering, what in the world am I doing? Where am I at? I'm going to tell you where I'm at. I'm behind this wall, this partition, okay? I don't want to be here, but as you can clearly see, I can't get past this. And why can't I get past this? Because it's stopping me from getting to the other side, this steel cage. Well, guess what? That's how our lives feel oftentimes. We feel locked in, trapped inside this, we want to call it a dream, but it's become a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. I'm doing something that I went to school to fall back on because my dream maybe was to be a filmmaker. But someone told me that's ridiculous because only a handful of people become filmmakers. Why don't you go to school and become an accountant? Then you'll have something to fall back on. Well, guess what? You go to school and you become an accountant. You study for 4 years. And then when you finish, they say, guess what? That's not enough. You need to get some more schooling and accounting so you really have something to fall back on. So you go to school and you do that, and now you spent 6-7 years working on the fallback. But guess what? Your real dream, to be a great filmmaker like Steven Spielberg, like Spike Lee, all of a sudden it's 7-8 years behind while you're working on this fallback concept. You get out of school and you start to search for jobs, and while you're looking, all of a sudden you realize, well, I got to have a place to live. I got to have something to eat. I got to be able to pay for my rent, my power bill. Oh my God, I got to have a car, insurance. Guess what? While I was working on my master's, I met someone and I fell in love. I got married. Now I have children. The bills are due. My student loan is now knocking at the door. So I take the first job that comes along. Guess what? It's not even related remotely to accounting. Okay? Not at all. I'm now the assistant manager of a fast food joint. McDonald's or Burger King or something. So now, or Kroger, whatever, it doesn't matter what it is. I didn't go to school for it. I don't want to do it. I only took it in order to be able to pay my bills, to be able to live. Now, look down, and 5 years have gone by. Okay, I've moved up. I'm now the manager. Wow, I'm pulling in the big bucks, aren't I? Well, guess what? Now, not only am I not following my dreams or working on them to be a great filmmaker, now, not only am I not doing what I went to school for 7 years to fall back on, to be an accountant, which I didn't want to do in the first place, I'm now involved with something that I don't care at all about. I'm not passionate about it. I hate it, and I work from absolute morning to night doing it. I never see my family, never see my kids. They're growing up around me like I'm in a house of strangers. All I do is just wake up in the morning and I come back at night and I see some people walking around the house, okay? That's what it's like. Now, it's time to get out of this existence. You got to do whatever you got to do. If you have to just shake that table up, shake the rafters until you can move that cage, until eventually you just crawl from up under that existence into the sunlight and step into your destiny. You've got to say, you know what? No more. I refuse to be behind this invisible partition that someone else has placed there for me. And guess what? They did place it there for me. I always knew I wanted to be a great filmmaker. Why aren't I? Did they say I couldn't do it? They may have, but did I have to accept that? No, I didn't. If it's to be, it's up to me. That's what you have to say to yourself. No more excuses. No more excuses. It's time to decide once and for all what we want to be, what we want to accept for ourselves, and to move forward regardless of what. Stay tuned. I have plenty to say about this.